Hello, I'm Anna Delaney for the Business Reporter, and today I'm at Hitachi in London, and I'm with Hans Daems, who's the Group Public Affairs Officer, and Helen Grundy, Environmental Specialist, and we're here to talk about sustainability. So Helen, tell me, why is it important that businesses have a focus on sustainability?
It's incredibly important for businesses to think about sustainability. We've been hearing for a long time now about some of the impacts around the global challenges we have in relation to the environment and also to society, climate change, poverty, access to education, clean water and human rights. And these are becoming increasingly important both with society and in terms of business, looking at the risks and opportunities that sustainability and how we approach some of those risks can mean for businesses. So I think it's really important that business looks at sustainability, what it means to them and how they can balance the need for economic growth, returns on investment, but at the same time looking at how they have an impact on those big societal themes or how those societal themes ultimately impact on them and on their business. Increasingly, I think it's important that businesses have to look beyond just the tactical approach to sustainability. So that very kind of quick win, looking at, energy efficiency, those sorts of areas, they're important. But increasingly, more and more, the opportunity is looking at sustainability more as a strategic approach and how it can really build its business strategy around sustainability and some of those increasingly important themes that we see.
So I see how sustainability is important for society, but how is it important for Hitachi?
Sustainability's always been at the heart of Hitachi. We've got a really strong heritage going back to our founder over 100 years ago, where our mission has always been to contribute to society through the products and services that we put out there as a business and how we think as a business. So right from the very start, sustainability has always been at the forefront of how Hitachi goes about its business. And we're seeing that increasingly as a company as we move more towards social innovation, thinking about how our strategy can actually really contribute to society and some of those big challenges we're seeing through our social innovation business, how we bring together our experience of operational technology and IT together with our products and services to really look at how we can help bring something back to society.
Now, you mentioned social innovation. Can you talk more about this and tell us more about the link with sustainability?
I think it's very interesting what Helen just said, because it's very much the focus of this company, Hitachi, on how to contribute to society. And currently we call this social innovation. It's very much on how, working together with our customers and our partners, we can use our product, services and technologies to really find an answer to those societal challenges. Challenges which become increasingly difficult and complex. Challenges which are now actually summarized in what the United Nations has called the Sustainable Development Goals, which are 17 goals which business is actually called to contribute and find solutions to those challenges. And what is really interesting is that it's increasingly actually becoming a driver for business. And there is a good reason for doing that, because there is actually an interesting economic and financial opportunity related to this. Some people even estimate that it can create a financial opportunity for business in general from up to $12 trillion if you look at all the economic possibilities there are looking at the major sectors involved in those SDGs.
Can you explain Hitachi's approach to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals?
So the approach we've taken is we've very much gone out to all the different business divisions that are part of Hitachi, spoken with them, asked them to consider the opportunities and the risks that the SDGs bring, and then brought all that information together and identified those sustainable development goals that are really important to Hitachi. From that, we've identified 5 that relate to our business strategy, and then another 6 that relate to how we will go about our business at a corporate level, so our corporate commitments, we call them. And those sorts of areas are things such as education, diversity, so looking at some of the longer term sustainability issues related to Hitachi, but also where we can add value to society, but not necessarily through our products. And then the 5 business strategy SDGs that we've identified are those where we really feel through our business and the way that we are approaching business and our strategic direction, we can actually really add value through the business itself and the products and services we're offering.
And in the context of the Sustainable Development Goals, what does social innovation mean?
Well, I think it now really becomes very interesting, because when you look at all those challenges, nobody should be under any illusion that they can find the answer to those societal challenges on their own. And the model actually for the SDGs is very interesting, because there is SDG 17, which really calls for platforms for global action. Many different societal challenges across many different parts of the world, and each actually will require a specific social innovation solution. Identifying the societal challenges, bringing the right people together, and having the right co-creation approach to bring the best solution to that individual challenge. And this is very much where social innovation comes into play, by combining operational technologies with IT technologies to identify the issue, use data to use the best possible solution to deal with that societal challenges, which actually become increasingly complex if you look at the detail of some of those issues which are given.
Now, Hitachi has a lot of experience in developing technological solutions. How do you see technological change impacting these sustainable development goals?
So I think there is something very special and almost unique about Hitachi, is we know how some things which we call operational technologies, whether it be power stations, whether it be trains, how they work. But also we have this amazing competence in terms of IT technologies. We can use big data, we can use artificial intelligence, we can use robotics to really get the best out of that data. So when you combine one with the other, you really are in a very interesting space on how to make infrastructure which are being used in cities, which are there to deal with the societal challenges, how you can make them much more intelligent, much more powerful.